Hi friends. So today we're going to do the lesson 9 right out of your book. And I'm going to do the math in my world behind me so that you can follow along. So get your books and let's get going. Example 1. Elizabeth will build 2 fences, one surrounding each garden below. I've drawn the gardens behind me. How much area does each garden cover? And how much fencing, remember the fence is the perimeter around each garden, will she need? So let's start with garden 1. So as you see, I drew it. It's 6 feet by 2 feet. Now, the area's formula is length times width. So length times width. We have 6 times 2. And if we know our basic facts, what's 6 times 2? That's it, 12. Feet squared. So that means inside we can grow 12 feet of things in our garden. Now let's check out garden 2 and see if our area is different or the same. So here, our garden is 3 feet length and 4 feet width. So we're going to multiply those two numbers. Look at that. We got the same answer. So both of these shapes, even though they're very different, have the same amount of room on the inside. So now let's check if our perimeter is going to be the same or different. Now remember, with perimeter, you need to add all 4 sides. So we're going to add our 6 feet, and we're going to assume that the side right opposite of it is also 6 feet. So I'm going to label that. And I'm going to assume that this side is also 2 feet. So when I want to do perimeter, I'm adding all 4 numbers because there are 4 sides. So 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6. And I double check. 6, 2, 2, 6. So when I add them together, remember, look for those perfect tens. I think that's right. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 6 is 10. So right here, this is a 10, and then I bring down my 6. So my perimeter equals 16 feet. I need to build a fence that's 16 feet long to keep my garden safe. So this had the same area, but let's see if our fence is the same. So here, we have to add all 4 sides because there are 4 sides here. So perimeter. We assume that this is 4 feet. We assume that this is 3 feet. So now, I go 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. There are no perfect tens here. So we're just going to add. And I think I can do 7 plus 7. Doubles are easy. So 4 plus 3 is 7, and 4 plus 3 is 7, which means our perimeter is 14 feet. Pretty crazy, right? Our areas are the same, but our perimeters are different. This actually needs a smaller fence. That's the case with a lot of squares or rectangles that have the same area, but they have a very different perimeter. So let's check out a few more. I'm going to erase this behind me. Let's go ahead and look at the independent practice number 2. We have a square, or excuse me, a rectangle that's 6 by 5 centimeters in diameter. So it says label the rectangle, and they want us to find a rectangle that has the same area but different perimeter. So first let's find this area and perimeter. Oops. silly mistake. All right, so each of these are 5s, each of these are 6s. So remember the area, I'm only multiplying length times width. So to find my area, I'm doing 5 times 6 equals. What's 5 times 6? Quick. 30. Centimeters squared. Now, if I want to find the perimeter, I count my sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I need to add 4 numbers together. 5 plus 5 plus 6 equals. Right away I see a 10. And I know 6 plus 6 is 12. So that's going to make that easier as well. So 10 plus 12 is 22. So now we have our area and our perimeter. So they want us to find a new rectangle that has the same area but a different perimeter. Guess what? I'll teach you how. We look at that number and we think in our heads, what other numbers can we multiply that equal 30? That's a good one. 3 times 10. Let's try it out. Three centimeters times 10 centimeters. And let's see what we get. We get 30 centimeters squared, exactly what this one was. So even though these shapes are totally different, the inside area is actually the same. But I guarantee the perimeter is not. So here we're going to put 10 on this side and 3 on this side. 10 plus 10, 3 plus 3. So here we have 20 plus 6. We need a bigger fence for this one. You wouldn't think so, right? It seems like it's a smaller picture. Did you know we can make one more? Watch. What else can we multiply to make 30? So far we have 5 times 6. We have 10 times 3. Can you figure it out? Did you get it? It's 15 times 2. So just like before, to find the area, we multiply length times height. Well, 15 times 2, while it's not a basic fact, we do know that 15 plus 15 equals 30. So 15 times 2 equals 30. And then to find the perimeter, 15 plus 15, 2 plus 2. So 15 plus 15, as I already mentioned, is 30, plus 4. This one needs the biggest fence of them all. Pretty interesting, right? All 3 of these have the exact same area on the inside, but all 3 of them have a very different fence needed to protect it. So in order to find those answers, you look at what the area is and you think in your head, what can I multiply to make that same number? And that's how you get your squares or your rectangles that are very different, but also very same. Pretty cool. Good luck on your homework. Let me know how it goes.